Hey there, this is Emmanuel from Revstar NG, and in this video, I walk you through how to customize your store as a Revstar NG merchant. So work with me as we go through this, store customization process. So once you log into your dashboard, you are going to be presented with a dashboard like this, as exactly as this, right? And from there, you can begin to do all of the wonders that you want to perform on your store. But to access your storefront, go over to to the icon, yeah, the globe icon in the header there, and click it. It takes you straight up to to your storefront, and you see your storefront too. And I already made some update personally to this storefront just for the purpose of this presentation. And for the most part, some storefronts would actually come in different color, right? But I updated by default. Your storefront does not come with this hero, hero banner slider section. So you have to add it. I'm going to walk you through how to add it. Also, by default, your your storefront doesn't come with this too. So you have to, you also have to add it. So I'll probably activate it. I'm going to walk you through it. So let's go through the whole process, right? Now, from here, you can go ahead. Okay, I was talking about how to access your storefront. If you don't want to use the globe icon in the header there, you can go ahead to domains, right? Go ahead to domain, and you can visit, right? Click visit. So this is your full URL, and also you have your store QR code here just by clicking the flyout. So it can be hidden, it can be opened or expanded, right? So just by clicking it, you have access to your store, to your store, right? So let's go over to store customization. So to customize your store, you click on the manage store there and click store information. Store information. Now, so you're going to enter your names, right? Store name, tagline, the store name. This is the store name, right? This the You also have the tagline. The tagline is up there. Yeah, so it's making all lives count, right? Store name is glitches by surprises, and you have the description of the store. The description of the store is for basically for SEO purposes, search engine optimization purposes, and you have the contact phone, currency, and the business address. You also get to by clicking here you upload your store logo. As soon as you upload your store logo, this logo is updated because if you don't have a store logo, it defaults to the first letter of your store name, which is in this case that would be G, right? And is the first there, and you have the hero background section. Why you're not seeing the hero background section right now is because we already activated hero section image, right? So you can go ahead. If you say, okay, I'm not using hero, hero image, and you turn it off there, you turn it off and you refresh, it will fall back to the to the hero background image. Let's change the background image to something quite beautiful and see how that looks like, right? Now let's refresh. Now did you see that? So you have your hero section image here. You can use any image. It can be product image, right? Probably if you're into fashion or you're into beauty, you can use product image too. So let me activate for the purpose of this training, right? So you have the hero title, welcome to stitches, to glitches by surprises, right? And you have the hero description. This is the hero description there. And you can go ahead and, you know, adjust the overlay of the, overlay opacity, so that probably you want it to be darker, you can increase it. But if you want it to be lighter, right, you decrease it, just as we have here. Now you can say, okay, I'm not using a hero background. I only want to use it as a fallback, right? You can activate your, hero image slider. So I already added some here. You can add up to 2 to 5. So you just keep, selecting add slider image there. And once you add it and you refresh your page, so you have the slider here. Now, if you want to customize your about page, the same thing, the same process. You set the section title. You also set the euro description as well. This is your about page here, and you can set glitches by surprises where make your life worth it. You can count on us, right? So the same thing here that I entered here to is the same thing you have there, and you have the you also have the about content. The about content will be left aligned, but whatever you choose here, you can go ahead and say, okay, I want the image. You can say you want it to be right aligned, right? So this is left, right? Yeah, this is left. When you click it, you can left align it. So that's that's one beauty about Revstar. It gives you the control you actually want. And from here, you can add CTA button. CTA button could be any button, any link to any product. But the thing is, this time around, just ensure that you add the, just the slug, the product slug. If you are linking directly to a product, or if you want to link to your shop page, just type shop. Don't put /shop. Just type a shop there. It will automatically pick it up, and you have your hero background image here, as well as your core value. You can add as many core value as you like, but right now the core values we have here is just one, right? You can add as many core values as you like. So, but I would ordinarily recommend you have about maybe 3 or 4, right? 3 or 4 core values. Now let's refresh our page and see what we have there. So these are your core values. So as it can be anything, if you think that you actually need it, you can go ahead and just add it there. So basically that's how to customize your about page. And now you may want to customize, additional storefront settings too, because by the time you start adding product, right, you have section by section, right? You can say, okay, I want to mark a product as a bestseller. So as soon as you mark a product bestseller, the section automatically appears on your storefront. Let's go over here. Let's go over to product, right? And let us mark this product as bestseller so that you see what I'm talking about. And by the way, your product also comes with its own QR code. You can go ahead and just click the QR code link, and it takes you directly to the product page, and you have the product there. But let's go ahead and mark a product as bestseller, right? Now mark as bestseller. When you mark as bestseller and you update, now we are going to refresh our page. Let's refresh our page and let's see the bestseller section. Yeah, did you see that? This is the bestseller section. So you have the bestseller section, right? And if you say, okay, I want to mark the same product, and just to so that you have the new arrival, you have the bestseller, right? Automatically, when the product is new, it is marked by default as new arrival. So and so you also have some other additional trending, and you can as well mark as featured. So as you mark it there, the sections will appear on your screen page. So say you have about 100 products and you want to mark about 5 as bestseller. So the 5 will be prioritized up here, and the next will be the trending section, right? And the next will be new arrival, right? Then you have all of your product. We actually did this so that you can have detailed your web page, or your storefront can be properly sectioned, and people get to shop with you based on priority. Ordinarily, bestsellers, we want to come and see whatever is going on at a glance, and just just take action from there. So that's it. That's how you mark a product by, mark different products. So you can set how many cards to show here, right? So here currently says shop by category. It says what? 8. You can go ahead and reduce to 4, right? You can go ahead and reduce this to 2 or 4. You can, 4, 4, 4, but the default is 8, 4, 4, 4. Yeah. So and you save it. Let's refresh and see if this card increases in size. Okay, so it will automatically adjust, and when you have probably categories that are more than 4, right? A button shows telling you to show more. Now let's go to announcement, right? When you disable announcements, just watch this, right? Watch this, the marquee going at the top. It disappears because you've disabled it. Now when you enable it and save, it appears. It appears as a moving text. If you may decide and say, okay, I don't want it to move, I want it to be static, right? And it becomes static just by changing from marquee to to static, and it will be centered. You see that? So probably if you want to run any advertisement or something, you can just go ahead and say, okay, uh I want to do this, I want to do that. Now let's see if this works too. You may want to go ahead and link something to you know elsewhere. Probably you want to link orders above 10,000. You want to link it elsewhere. Let's see if this link would actually work, and let's refresh. If it supports HTML, right? So as you can see, it doesn't support HTML. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that. It's one of those. That's one of the beauty of tech, right? You can actually make some things happen, and you can, if you probably see that something is not happening, you can go ahead and say, okay, I want to change the story. Yeah. So you might want to go ahead and also change the background of uh, of the whole thing. You say, oh, I want to change the background to something like this. So as you change it, it changes here. You see what is likely going to happen, or how it is going to appear on your storefront, right? And you refresh. You see that? So it changes automatically. But as soon as you scroll, it hides it and it focuses on the header. Now, say review, say you've been selling right for a while and you have customers who have given you review. We will in the future we are working on integrating Google review, right? Where you are able to fetch Google review directly from your Google page. So say you have Naomi, right? You see great product. I love it. Keep up the good thing, right? And you save it. If you can go ahead and just add the customer image there. But if you don't have the customer image, you can just go ahead and skip that and save it. When you refresh, the customer says, right, we show here. You are going to have access to it here. So we are giving you a kind of full-fledged access to everything. And if you have a refund policy, just type refund policy, right? This is a test. Say this is a test, right? And click save. By default, it automatically appears in your footer. As you can see right now, there is nothing like refund policy, right? Coming here. So just go ahead, refresh your page, and you have refund policy. When you click it, it shows as this. So it pops up, and then you have newsletter. Your newsletter, you can customize your newsletter, update it to whatever you think is best, will be best for you. So that is how to customize your store. And lastly, let me show you how to, how to change the theme of your store, right? You may want to say, okay, our product is more like, maybe something like Valentine something, right? Yeah, so you have this, right? You have this. Let's refresh. Did you see that your theme has your website theme has been changed? It has been changed, right? So you have this detail that's been changed. Now uses your website theme. When you click add to cart, it shows you this, and you know you can go ahead and say, nope, I want to change it to green, and apply theme up here. Yeah, so green has been applied. Let's refresh. You see, so green has been applied to your store, and when you refresh your page, you have green, you have green. So that's the beauty of Revstar. So we want you to get onboarded and load it up with products so that your store can actually show very well. And just a little update here. We are working on a layout template where when you change it, it actually changes the actual template, the layout of the entire website. So thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you. Once again, I'm Emmanuel from Revstar, and do let us know if you need any support and drop your comment in the chat.